And welcome back again. This will be the week one video. Once again, make sure to hop in that Google Hangout. The WebEx definitely. If you're looking to ask questions, I should say the WebEx. If you're looking to work on homework with somebody else, hop in that WebEx. It should work without me being there. If it does not, message me through Google Hangouts. Once again, Google Hangouts is basically like a text message to my phone. I can answer you when I'm at a client. Um, Last semester, I think a student was texting at like 2 o'clock in the morning. I was still up during those times, so I text them back right away. It's very easy for me to communicate with you through Hangout. Um, very simply, very simply. So let's see, week one. You're going to click these right here. Stay in the news, stay current. Basically, this is a search that just brings up some returned material for you. I'm looking at this under student view, but that's okay. Um, so everything I click in your student view, you see I'm done. I've done 4.17% in this module already. I've already clicked the reading, so there's my check mark. And I haven't done anything else, so nothing else is checked. But this is how your week will look, exactly like this, since I'm in the student view. And as soon as you click something, it will mark it as complete. If it does not, um, I would suggest maybe refreshing your browser. But once you're done with the week, it should go to 100%. This week, we jump into Introduction to Security. What is security? It'll take us out to MindTap. We learn some basics of security, um, what actually it is. Cybersecurity is a smaller breakdown of information assurance. Information assurance, of course, would be like keeping all of the information at a organization or enterprise secure, with it, whether it's paper, property, um, people's ideas. It would keep all that secure. Where um, basic security, cybersecurity, would be just the electronic part of that. Um, so we take a look at this. We get a couple definitions. It's a very good introduction chapter. Um, the next chapter would be Unit 2, where we jump into malware, social engineering, my favorite chapters to jump into. Actually, let's click on it. I have it open right here. Um, so, Chapter 1, we look at the challenges. Basically, as everything gets smarter and faster, it starts to create gaps in our security. Something new comes out, it has gaps associated it. When computers are trying to crack passwords, the computers of 1998 are much slower at cracking passwords than the computers of today. Um, it's much like I don't know. Have you tend to think that a computer gets slower, but it's actually we just get used to things going faster around us, and that's what tends to happen for computer type speeds. It's always difficult to defend these attacks. I've been through a few conversations and read a few papers uh, that say we're on the cusp of having um, IA, um, artificial or AI, artificial intelligence, start to both defend and attack against cyber threats and create cyber threats. It's very interesting to Google that. And if you feel like you want to read more or you want to ask a question, feel free to. I'll definitely point you in that right direction. We learned who are threat actors. This gives great examples, uh, insiders, but remember there's also the threat actor that's, not our normal threat actor, which could be like a grandma, or um, she doesn't mean to do an attack, but she clicked on that Facebook link that downloaded a virus. It has happened before, and there are specific threat actors that prey on those type of individuals, unsuspecting individuals. Um, my best example of that is I had a client. She lived in LaPorte, and she would always I can count on it routinely. About every 2 weeks, she'd call me because her computer would be slow. She would go to a knitting website and get a virus. And I thought to myself, that's a great place to target a specific type of individual, because who's going to be going to knitting sites looking for free patterns? And it's going to be uh, people that are not tech savvy for those. Um, Make sure to look at the case projects. Choose a discussion for this week. We do hands-on projects. I will have to supply you with um, a link to an ISO. I do not believe we have access to those ISOs yet. So the projects might have a little bit delay, but that's okay. I'll give you an ISO of mine from a machine. Um, Basically, it's installation disk. We'll download VM player, and that will kind of be our computer to work on and do this homework for this week. And that would be in assignments right here. So project one, we're just going to make a virtual machine. Make sure, and then when you have your virtual machine up, we'll definitely you'll take a picture of it to show me it's running, and then that is it. Um, that is it for project one. Pretty simple. We'll move to chapter two. Read through chapter two. There is some short homework for chapter two, and of course, I think I just clicked on something else, so that it went up more than 14%. A great way to see where you're at in the week and to keep track of that. Chapter 2 dives in again, Project 2.2 on page 23D. The blank areas that I put a line, there's something that happened. It has to do with you giving me some feedback. This blank line that I left you, give me some feedback. Maybe you thought something else was going to happen. Maybe I don't know. Maybe it denied you from downloading it in some cases. But just, I'm looking for some sort of creative thinking at that point. So you're going to tell me what happened, what took place. If nothing happened, you put nothing happened. But once again, those are like short answer areas for you to put in your feedback. The projects, let's see. Overall, the projects in this course, for most of them, I would say like 90% of them work. 10% of them have been retired, but I still expect you to complete the assignment. If there is make sure you look at the book title, and we can just go hands-on. Since we're looking at the book for the projects, and we kind of see what the title is of the project we're doing. And if the software is no longer available, make sure you just do, copy this and do a quick Google search. Part of IT is finding the answers somewhere. Google is a great place to start, because then we can kind of, since it's a search engine, I guess you could use Bing, anything else, GoDuck, but anything to give you a boost. And once again, just take a look at the, let's see, what do we have to do in project one? Was it 1.1? So we're doing project 1.3, 1.4, and 1.5. 1.2, 1.3. Scan for some malware. 1.4, create a virtual machine. VirtualBox will work. VM Player will work. VM Workstation will work. Anything that's a virtual platform will work. If you're swabby enough to use AWS or Azure, just firing up a virtual machine on there will work. And then I don't know if this will work. Will this work? And most of the time, like I said, the links will work. But if they don't, quick Google search. If you don't find anything, once again, hop in that Google Hangouts and say, hey, look, Professor Lemos, this didn't work, and maybe I can give you an arrow to kind of follow. If I'm near a computer, I can probably even drop something in the news. But it looks like I don't see it. But I'll give you I'll give a link to I'll find where it's at once again, because I think since the campus is still closed, we have some limited things to work with. Um, but yeah, feel free to use VirtualBox and anything of that nature. Project 2, 2.2, 2.3, 2.4. Let me go. No, no, no. 2.3, 2.2, 2.4. Social engineering attack, psychological approaches. Oops, that's case projects. Hands-on projects. Iron Geeks, Thumbscrew. Once again, if this is free, read just a little bit. If there's some prompts that say, "Hey, look," read it just a little bit. It'll be kind of plain as day to kind of look at it and read. USB storage. Make sure you look up your version of Windows for this one and then undo it. Using a keylogger. Refog is a great one. There's Spirix. There's a few other ones out there that are all the same. Or 2.3, 2.4, I'm sorry. So we'll use it. I guess we're not doing the USB write blocker. That one's a cool one. Software keylogger, Refog, definitely cool. It can be used for bad, so make sure that you're just using them for good. You'll see how powerful it is and just how easy it is to spy on someone's computer. Exploring ransomware sites. Once again, I think this is one of the first ones websites that don't work. But you're just looking for. Maybe it does work. English. Yeah, so okay, no more ransom. Okay, so that does work. Maybe there's another one in there that doesn't work. But if you do need help, make sure to reach out and ask early. Do not wait in this course for the weekend to do work. This is a summer course. You should be jumping on this stuff first thing this week and getting on the work. Let's see, summer course. If you join, you'll hop in here. It looks like no one's in here yet, but definitely jump in there. Get started. Get asking questions. Like I said before, the most successful students interact with me constantly through those sites by asking questions. This will be our week 1 content. If Once again, I'll do multiple check-ins this week, so this check-in video will definitely get deleted and replaced with the new check-in videos. So if you have any questions, reach out through Google Hangouts. You can email me in FRCC email, but I don't log into that very often. If you're looking to get I can't stress enough that Google Hangouts is probably the best way to contact me. And if you're looking to work in partners, hop in the, start, I don't know, setting up a focus group in your class and just say, hey, does anybody want to do homework together? You can jump in that WebEx and do homework wherever you are. Together using that platform there, sharing each other's screens, or just using it to talk in a digital environment real time. With that, you guys, have a great start of the week. I'm glad you took this course, and I'll talk to you again.